On Tuesday, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee signed House Bill 2310 into law, making it illegal for adults to assist transgender minors in obtaining gender-affirming care without parental consent. This legislation is the first of its kind in the United States. House Bill 2310 allows any child or their parents to sue individuals who help the child obtain gender-affirming care for damages. Exceptions include the child's parents or legal guardians, individuals with parental permission, and transportation companies such as ride-sharing services, buses, or airlines used to reach gender-affirming care clinics. Under an earlier version of the law, anyone who recruits, harbors, or transports an unemancipated minor within this state for the purpose of receiving a prohibited medical procedure would face a Class C felony charge. When asked for a comment by HuffPost, Governor Lee's office did not respond immediately. Last July, Governor Lee signed Senate Bill 1, which prohibited gender-affirming care for minors in Tennessee, including hormone replacement therapy, puberty blockers, and, in rare cases, surgery. Brian Davidson, policy director at the ACLU of Tennessee, clarified to HuffPost, "This law does not prevent parents or legal guardians from obtaining necessary medical care for their children out of state." He added that the law aims to instill fear and misinformation among parents and families, encouraging self-censorship. The ACLU has filed a lawsuit against SB 1, which would ban gender-affirming care for minors. Although the law was initially blocked for some residents, a federal appeals court reinstated the ban in the fall. Observers are awaiting whether the Supreme Court will hear the ACLU's challenge to SB 1, also known as LW v. Scometti, which could set a precedent for other states restricting access to gender-affirming care. Governor Lee also signed a bill on Tuesday, making it illegal to assist a minor in obtaining an abortion or abortion-inducing drugs without parental consent, termed abortion trafficking of a minor, classified as a misdemeanor. Following the overturning of Roe v. Wade, many Republican-led states have enacted similar laws, with Idaho being particularly notable. Both new laws will take effect on July 1. Tennessee, with a Republican majority assembly, has been at the forefront of passing anti-LGBTQ legislation. Governor Lee has not vetoed any anti-LGBTQ bills, and Tennessee has enacted more such laws than any other state. This year alone, Lee has signed at least 8 anti-LGBTQ measures, including laws requiring school administrators to inform parents if their child wants to use a name or gender different from their birth certificate, allowing individuals to refuse to perform same-sex marriages, permitting foster families to mistreat LGBTQ children, and dismantling the state's Human Rights Commission. Last year, Tennessee became the first state to ban drag shows in public spaces where children might be present, though a federal judge later ruled the ban illegal. State Attorney General Jonathan Scometti is now seeking to extend the ban to private venues. Additionally, Tennessee garnered national attention when Scometti requested medical records of transgender patients from Vanderbilt University Medical Center, following a right-wing media figure's false and inflammatory claims about the treatment of transgender minors at the hospital. This prompted an investigation by the Department of Health and Human Services into Vanderbilt's sharing of patient information. Davidson described Tennessee as a testing ground for anti-LGBTQ policies, driven by a desire to appease a small group of extreme activists in the state. He also highlighted Tennessee's low voter turnout and significant gerrymandering, which facilitate the enactment of extreme policies and rhetoric.